You know, Vortex, there's a channel that I'm a fan of. I'll leave a link in the description. God, I sound like just a typical YouTuber saying shit like that. But yeah. I don't even know how to pronounce this bitch's name. It starts with an N. But she's from Canada. And you can tell just by her accent. But her channel is all about how psychiatric drugs are not good, and she's worked in that field. She's worked in like psychiatric care, and so she's basing this off of her own personal experience. I think her own personal experience on medication, but also her personal experience like seeing other people on medication and like what it does to them. But you know, they had a video recently that was talking about Carl Jung's approach to mental health, and you know, it really is just a Western thing, which I guess is why I've always hated the West. And you know, the people that fall for the Western garbage, like this bogus idea called progress. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy driving this Mini Cooper and all, but if I didn't have it, I would figure it out, you know? It's like our whole society is structured around these so-called advancements that we have. It don't really seem like they're helping people, you know? It's just we're used to them. So we can't imagine life without them. We can't imagine people walking from place to place, or riding their bikes, or horse and buggy, you know? We can't even imagine that because we've gotten so adjusted to having cars. And there's just a lot of stuff that it's like we can pride ourselves in all these different things that we have that other countries don't have, but it's like if it's just for our ego, then it's not like we actually appreciate any of it anyway. You know? It's just something that we can use to like brag about. We can be like, look what we got that you don't got. Me. And I just hate that about... Oh, fuck. I hate that about people in general. But what I find funny is like how if this country is so fucking free, why can't people question anything about it? Probably because it's not free. Fuck you. But yeah, like, we can't verify history. We can't verify that things happen the way that we were told they happen on TV and the newspapers and all that. You know? It's like the fact that people just, blindly believe whatever they're told. It's like, how do we know that any of that stuff actually happened? Oh, but because the same media that controls the narrative, yeah, they controlled it back then too, you know? So, sadly, I don't think any revolution is gonna happen. That there's always that little dance that they do whenever they think the public is waking up. They're not waking up, honey. And even if they did wake up, they're just gonna get drunk, okay? Because people just don't have what it takes to make things happen the way that they want them to. And you can say that this is because, like, we don't have the skill set that we used to. I think this is very true. But I just think that people don't have the motivation to, create some major, transformation in the way that things are done. Just ask them if they're willing to get rid of their smartphone in order to help the greater good. If they're not willing to at least delete a fucking app, I would highly doubt that they would be willing to undergo any of the other necessary changes that would be required to make a lasting difference. But I know I'm a cynic.